Good morning. I've got tea and a High School Musical mug. It's old, yeah. How are you today? We're not doing too bad. Izzy's still asleep this Monday morning. Today we've got a plumber coming between 10 and 11 and it's now about 3 minutes to 10, so we could get interrupted at any point. And I will show you why the plumber is coming. We're going down into the depths of Flute Cave. Do you remember I was telling you about the pipe? This pipe, yeah, there's a little tiny leak on one of the joints and I've just been stuffing a tissue there so it collects the water that's leaking and then it evaporates with the heat of the pipes, then you see, widens the surface area. That's been my tactic, but a little bit escaped down the wall. Anyway, he's finally coming today. Oh my goodness, look at that lighting. That's not bad, is it? I'll show you what I'm doing, look. The light is facing that way, it's bouncing off that wall and lighting me up. I'm always looking for good lighting in this house. It's a little bit of a challenge. Right, out we go. Izzy's health is much better. She was saying to me yesterday as we were heading out to group that she felt better than she has felt in months and months. So not sure exactly why it is, probably a combination of the new stronger dose of injected medication, the topical antibiotic cream that she's been using to deal with all the localised infections, and loads and loads and loads of sleep. Yeah, so that's where we're at with that. I've got to try the injection pen at home, unsupervised, tomorrow for the first time. She's been prescribed yet more drugs. I've got to be honest, having her take all this medication and being the one to administer it makes me sick to my stomach. I don't know why, I hate it. But I don't know what else to do in our situation because we're pretty desperate, so we're going to go with it. I mean, hopefully, if the injector pen works, then she'll be able to reduce the dose of all the other things that she's on or come off them. Hopefully, if we can find one thing that sorts her out. But in the meantime, we just got to add more things into the mix until we can get it working. I've had breakfast. The plumber's still not here, but he's due between 10 and 11, and I'm trying to decide whether I should just go and wake Isabel up or not. I want her to be as well as possible, but I don't want her to get really behind with her school stuff. And I don't know what's the best for her, really. I'm not quite sure where the balance is. I think what I'll do is I'll go up and give her a little poke and a prod and ask her how she is. And if she's ready to wake up, she'll wake up. And if she isn't, she'll go back to sleep, won't she? She reckons she's exhausted, but she says she's going to get up soon. I'm going to go and mark the maths that she did on Saturday and just see exactly where we're at with that. It's really difficult. We're just losing all our momentum again. Every time she gets an infection or something happens, and we have a few rocky days like this, we lose all the momentum. It's draining my system. It's been making some very funny noises. Of course, the second I put the camera on, it stops. He's all done now. Let's go and have a look at the new pipe, shall we? Ah, there we are. Let's replace the bit. Hopefully no more leaks and losing pressure out of the boiler. That is absolutely piping hot as well. That's like Bernie Handy hot, that is. Izzy's up. She says she's feeling a bit wiped out, and it's occurred to me that this medication that she's on in the injected form can make people a bit tired, actually. So I'm wondering if I might be able to reduce her antihistamines a bit. She's doing her maths now, and I'm having a bath. I'm feeling a bit manky. Izzy has now done a good hour of maths and taken some notes there, and I've had a bath, and do you know what? I've got my first grey hair that I've noticed. I expect there are plenty others that I haven't noticed, and it's right. I don't expect the camera will pick it up because I can only see it in certain lights, but it's right in the middle, and I'm keeping it as a souvenir. I haven't pulled it out. It was gonna happen sooner or later. I think I've done pretty well. I'm gonna be 45 soon, so yeah. It's about there somewhere. Can you see it? I don't know. It's like completely white. I thought grey hairs, like maybe they'd start normal colour and then start being grey, but this whole hair is grey. So that's how that's worked. Izzy's found this topic really hard, so I think it's going to be a tutor topic, but she's tried the first few questions after puzzling her head over it for ages and ages, so I'm going to see how she got on. She's just taking a little break. 100%. She's only done 6, but she's got them all right. Oh, good. I love it when I can highlight things through when they've been done. Makes me feel very satisfied. Next up is biology, but we're going to do the human biology from last week that we didn't start yet. I think we're going to leave the biology topic that we did last week. We've certainly experimented with it. I put a little Facebook message on the group site for Southwest Science School explaining our situation kind of vaguely, that we were having health problems. And they said, well, just, you know, do it at your own pace. You can always come back and do things in more depth later during the revision period. Something like that anyway. I don't remember the exact words, but it was kind of reassuring, and I'm going to go with that, I think. We're just going to move on. Before I do, I'm going to have some crumpets. Now, Joseph K. in America was asking about crumpets. Apparently these are not so common all over the world as they are here in the UK. Here we have Exhibit A, the crumpet. It's very light. It's got holes in it, you see. I think air comes up through it while it's cooking and makes the holes. And so when you spread butter or whatever on it, it goes in the holes and it kind of increases the surface area for the spready goodness, you see. So that goes in the toaster. It's all soft and flexible at the moment, but by the time it comes out it'll be sort of crispy and hard on the outside, the back and everything, but the inside will still have that nice soft squish to it, but be hot. So that's a crumpet. And I'm going to have 2. This is what they're made of. Look, oh, I didn't even realise they were fortified with iron, calcium, niacin and thiamine. There, they're all done. It probably could have gone in for a bit longer, but I'm hungry. So you see the butter's like melting in through the holes. You can put sweet stuff on, like jam or Nutella or chocolate spread, but I tend to prefer Marmite on mine. I'm using a shop's own version of Marmite today. I didn't like it as much as the Marmite, I've got to be honest. It's really runny. Look at that consistency. You wouldn't get that with Marmite, so I end up putting too much on because it's so easy to spread. I end up spreading too much on because I only really like a tiny bit of Marmite. If that was Marmite, see, I wouldn't have put as much on. Oops, I just accidentally ate some. Yummy! Look what's up today, infectious diseases. I'm sounding a bit cheerful there, I didn't mean to sound cheerful. It's just, it's topical, isn't it, at the moment because of the coronavirus. So it's quite good timing for us to be learning this. Hopefully it doesn't scare the living daylights out of Izzy. I've told her to go and get a snack because it's a 33-minute video.
I wish it wasn't topical.
Yeah, we do.
Just because it'd be nicer if we were just doing it and nothing was going on, but you know, what can you do? Please excuse the messy hair, by the way, I haven't done it yet today. And also, I technically have a disease because eczema is a disease, but I don't like calling it a disease because it makes it sound like more gross than it is. And people normally get like, you have a disease, or is it infectious? It's not infectious. You can touch me and you won't die, don't worry.
Aww.
Or do you?
No. That was very interesting. We're finished now. I'm just printing up all the worksheets and assignment sheets that go with that lesson. And I think Izzy found it interesting too. Yeah. I'm sending it out while I cook lunch. She's got 2 friends who have just had birthdays, and we're going to be seeing those tomorrow, and we didn't manage to see them for their birthdays, so Izzy's going to get the presents now and take them to them tomorrow, so she can just do that quickly locally while I'm putting some lunch together. I am really sleepy though. I had a bad night last night. I had tummy ache again. It was trapped wind. I don't know what I ate to get trapped wind, but I had it all night and I just felt as if I was awake all night. I'm sure I wasn't, but just seemed to be waking up every few minutes. And so I didn't get up till 9 actually, because I'd had such a bad night's sleep, but I'm just tired. I just want to go back to bed. But I'm not going to. I'm going to cook lunch. I might have a nap this afternoon maybe, while Izzy's doing an assignment. I like doing it double-sided, of course, safe paper. Izzy bought me this planning pad for Christmas, and I'm trying to use it instead of as an actual meal planner. I'm just putting in the things that need finishing, because you know you get perishable things in the fridge to use up. So Monday, finish the tofu. So I don't know what we're having, but it's using up the tofu that I opened last week. Here's our little lunchtime concoction cooking. I'll do the zoom so I don't get it too steamy. There's tofu in there, and broccoli, red peppers, mushrooms, celery. I'm going to put some garlic in a minute to crush it up. And that is quinoa, which I'm going to throw in and stir all up. We've had lunch. It was very nice, and we've been watching telly, watching stuff about winter getaways and sunny climes. And we've made a bit of a realisation. Isabel is not itching as much. How itchy are you compared to usual?
Not as much.
Are you still a bit itchy?
No, yeah, I'm a bit itchy, but there's no getting rid of that.
You're going to actually look at the camera? Oh, nice.
I'm looking for something.
I'm making myself coffee, and we're going to sit on the sofa and do English now. She's on to another assignment now for English language, so I've done the reading bit to her, and we've had a bit of a discussion about what was in the content, and now she's off to do that, and I am so tired after my lack of sleep last night that I'm going to have a quick sneaky nap while she's doing it. It's 7:10 in the evening now. I slept for an hour. Isabel did a load of English while I slept, and then just as I woke up it was time for her to start her history, so I helped go through that with her, went through all the text with her, make sure she could understand it and everything, and then she went up and she was typing it up on her computer, you know, answering the questions, all that sort of stuff. And I'm feeling really wiped out today. I don't know why. I really am. But I'm going to go and just do a little bit of flute practice now down in the cellar because it's getting late. The heating is working better than it's ever worked since I've moved in this house. So I don't know what that plumber did. He worked some super magic. Well, he plugged up a hole and he flushed the system through. So actually I do know what he did. Tomorrow's vlog is going to be me administering jabby again at home. Well, actually, I'm not going to film me doing it because it'll only stress Izzy out, and it probably stressed me out as well. But she's got to have this sickness medicine 2 hours before taking it. So my plan is to give it to her, give the jab to her just before we have to leave to go out and see our friends locally, because she'll be motivated to leave to get there on time. So the more she prolongs it and tries to run off around the house to escape, the later she'll be for her friends. So hopefully that will motivate her to just get on with it. And apparently if she's still feeling sick 12 hours later, there's another dose of this to combat that. So I hope this is it. She's doing amazingly now. This evening her skin's cleared up even more. It is just heaven. It's just clearing up like magic. Her itching has stopped, her scratching has stopped. She's got a little bit of itching, but she hasn't taken her antihistamines all day because she literally hasn't needed to, which is revolutionary. So I'm feeling a lot more optimistic now by the end of today. Day 6 post jabby as we are. So I wish me luck for tomorrow. I'm gonna end the vlog. I'll see you tomorrow anyway. Bye.